Welcome to AI TV. We're broadcasting live from AI Expo Africa 2019. And it's a real pleasure to welcome Jonathan Walker from Granadilla Insurance. Welcome, Jonathan. Welcome to AI TV. Welcome to the show.
Thanks
now, you're going to be giving a talk, in probably a few minutes, right?
I am, half an hour or so.
Tell us about your company, because I love the branding.
Thanks.
Tell us about your insurance product. It's quite an interesting product that you've got.
So it's single assets insurance, which effectively is quite a new concept to South Africa, but it's quite a known concept in Europe and America. It's very much targeted at the Gen Z, the millennial, not to use sort of catchphrases, but I think that sort of sums it up. Like, it's that kind of generation that have grown up. They don't have a traditional home contents policy. They tend to buy, and it's happening in South Africa now as well, is they buy houses a lot later than they would have, or our generation would have. And you sort of acquire assets a lot that are very valuable a lot earlier in life. So you've got laptops, you've got cell phones that are worth 20,000 Rand, 30,000 Rand that are valuable and need to be insured and can't be insured via the traditional channels. So that's kind of what we offer. That's why we're here at the Artificial Intelligence Conference. We use artificial intelligence very heavily. We use machine learning a lot. So all of our insurance is via bot, so you can get insurance.
So when you say bot, you're talking like on your phone?
On your phone, download the app, so either via the Huawei store, the Play Store, the Apple Store. Okay. Download the app, and then cover sort of takes 2-3 minutes. So we've got the bot, our hardest working employee, we like to say, Nandi, who works 24/7, 365, so she'll assist you through the process of getting cover. So she'll ask you various underwriting questions, and then you get cover, you put your credit card in, or you put your banking details in, you're instantly covered. We do per minute billing, you're covered from the minute that you press pay.
Wow.
And that's your first cover. Your second cover, once we've got all the information we need, we don't ask you for the same information again. So getting additional cover sort of takes you literally 2-3 taps. You could be traveling, we do travel insurance as well as an example. You could be traveling to Johannesburg tonight, you could be at the airport, you just say, right, Nick, we know exactly all about you. Where you're traveling to Johannesburg, from when to when, what do you want to cover? You choose what your cover is, tap, boom, you're covered within 30 seconds kind of thing.
Might do that for my next holiday. Can you get holiday insurance as well?
Yeah.
You can, right.
Yeah,
okay.
So we sort of branched off. We started with gadgets, only cell phones actually. So it was a bit of the highest risk items in South Africa. And so we thought if we can tackle that and get that right, we can sort of backtrack it into everything else and get that right. So we've got 17 products in total now, including travel, including jewelry, which are kind of the outliers, if you want to call them that. The rest are very much gadgets, cameras, GoPro, stuff like that. But it's, so we've got Nandi on the cover side, we've got Wade, who's our claim bot, who's a bit more, more serious.
So you've got someone selling, you've got a bot selling, and then you've got a bot on the claim side. So tell us about, how does that work then?
So we've got, Nandi is our very friendly, very helpful cover bot who assists you getting cover. Wade is also very friendly, very helpful. He's a bit more accounting type, a bit more serious. He's very fastidious, looks at every line, checks all the items, make sure that your claim is valid. And if it is, we pay it out as quickly as possible, get your new device shipped to you as quickly as possible. Obviously, we know that as these items need to be insured, they're also very valuable to the users. That kind of Generation Z or the millennial market is very, as I'm sure you know, on their phones all the time. So if they lose their phone, it's a very important asset to have. So I think our average replacement time is 26 hours. Our fastest payout has been 1.7 seconds. So we can do it very, very quickly. We can validate stuff amazingly quickly.
Yeah.
And we've done the underwriting process. So by the time you get to claims, it's hassle-free, it's instant, it's quick. We ship your device to your door, wherever you are in South Africa. You could have been traveling in Johannesburg, for example, lose your phone, we'll ship it to you wherever you want. So we take the hassle out of claims. It's instant, it's paperless. You can access it at any time. You can update your details at any time.
So tell us a little bit around the underlying AI then. I mean, there's clearly some analytics component in there. Tell us a little bit more about what's going on under the hood.
So we've written it as proprietary software. We sit on the backbone of Microsoft Azure.
Oh, it's on Azure, right?
Yeah. So we use a lot of the Azure platform to host we use their AI technologies, we use a lot of their machine learning technologies, we use their platform to host our software. So everything's obviously cloud-based, but effectively we come from a software background. I'm a software developer. The bulk of our team is software developers, so we're very much techie company doing insurance rather than actuaries doing tech.
Yeah.
Which I think differentiates us quite a lot because we're sort of at the forefront of technology. We're the kind of guys who are coding at 1 o'clock in the morning and doing things with IoTs to switch lights on and off and all kinds of stuff. So I think we continually push the edges of it, but I mean, to answer your question in a long ways, I suppose the software we've written is proprietary from top to bottom. Our very first line of code was using AI with bots, but we've kind of...
So right from the beginning, it's an AI-based solution, right from the start?
Right from the start. The very first line of code literally was. We knew that we had to develop bots, we had to use artificial intelligence, we had to use machine learning, we have to use the technology available to just make the industry easier, cheaper, more transparent, just slicker, and just...
And are your bots going to get cleverer over time? I mean, are they learning from data in real time, or do you do like sort of incremental? How do you sort of do that? I mean, we're going to get a bit technical here, but
I can. We incremental more.
But there's obviously there's a human in the loop.
Yeah, there is. So we very much
the model accuracy increasing through observation and approval, and then back into the next release, I'm assuming.
Exactly. So we've got like a big data engine at the bottom that all the data gets fed into, and a machine learning engine on top of that kind of reads the data, picks up patterns, picks up trends, analysis. Our bots are very much guided bots, and I think that's where, I suppose a lot of companies out there have used bots for good, and for some of them have gone a bit haywire, and I think where it's... Where it goes wrong, in my opinion, anyways, when you don't train the bots, and especially in the insurance industry, if you let it kind of do its own thing to an extent, you've got to keep it.
Yeah, you can't go off piste.
You can't go off piste. Exactly. You've got to keep it quite well trained, and quite well sort of like versed. So we kind of do it very incrementally. In the background, always we're analysing our data. We're always analysing trends, and we put that back into the bots, and we put it back into kind of detecting fraud patterns, detecting.
Okay, so it's looking at that level.
Yeah, so we now pick up, fraud and underwriting level, we pick it up in claims, but we also use it for then to improve the system, to make it even better, offer the customers what they want, and we kind of analyse the data to get to a point of sort of, we know what the customers are doing, how they're interacting with their devices, what they want to insure. We talk to them a lot. We've got a customer experience team, so it's very much a hybrid model of artificial intelligence with human intelligence. And it's a good mix of that. So they you can use Nandi. 90% of our customers do only chat to Nandi and only chat to Wade, and everything gets processed automatically. But there's always a human at the end of the line. So we've got a great
a handoff if there's a problem.
Someone can give you a call if you're stuck, or if you want to chat to someone, just make sure your claims are processed or whatever. There's always someone there.
So I mean, this is your first time at the Expo. I don't think you were here last year.
No, we weren't.
What have you observed? What have you seen? What's been your takeaway?
I think that's great. Very busy, very enthusiastic. We've had a lot of people come to us and talk to us. There's been a lot of activity. I think it's fantastic. I think the AI industry is obviously booming. I was in the UK 2 weeks ago, and you can see it on the ground there. I mean, Europe is, I think South Africa is catching up very quickly, and I think these kind of expos are really putting it on the map. Giving the public access to it, or the industry much better knowledge of what people are actually actively using. It's not a buzzword anymore. It's not a fourth industrial revolution. We're actively using AI, and a lot of people are here.
That's great.
It's great.
Well, look, Jonathan, thanks very much for joining us on AI TV. Good luck with your talk now.
Thank you.
If I got a moment, I will come and try and listen in. But I think I'm going to start. I'm going to download the Granadilla insurance app I'm on the iOS, so I can get it in the Apple Store.
You can.
Yeah, and sounds great. So
thanks for the trouble.
I don't think I've ever insured myself on holiday, so
there we go.
Definitely look at it. Yeah. Thanks very much for coming.
Thanks.